So you're looking at, it's going to go up another 25,000 US. On top of that, if you want to go in the fast track program, you're looking at a possibility, depending on how many people in your family, if you want to extend it where you can actually get the citizenship as quick as 60 days, it could cost you an extra 100,000 US dollars. That's on top of the 25,000. Now, if you're not going to do the fast track, where you're getting it, 60 days or under, then you're looking at $25,000 difference. But there are some things that you need to take note of. There are some elements that you're going to have to take heed of that will take a while to get. One of them is if you're living in a different state than where you were born, you're going to have to get a birth certificate that's certified. And some of these you can get online, depends on the state that you're in. Some of them, you might even have to fly there if you're not living in that same state anymore. Some of these things you can't done quick. And also, if this FBI report you have to order, I would advise you not to do that through the mail. You need to do that online. These are some things that could take you a while to get done. Also, if you lived in several places, depending on the time that you lived there, you'd have to get a police report in those different places. So you need to consider this time element that's coming up. I'm going to go over the Sustainable Growth Fund with you, and then the real estate option. The Sustainable Growth Fund option, this was established as a facilitate economic development and social uplifting for St. Kitts and Nevis. Now, the fund is also used to provide for financial support for educational institutions and medical facilities in the nation, as well as to provide for additional funding for the construction of infrastructure, the development of local tourism, and the preservation of local culture and heritage, and the support of sustainable growth initiatives in the country. These are going to be the rates from January the 1st, 2023, and then the price increase goes up. Now, to further enhance the attractiveness of the Citizenship by Investment program, the CIU has decided to make a limited time offer, also called the LTO, for a period of 6 months, for this period of time. And what they'll also do is they will put this on a fast track where you can actually, that normally you'd have to pay literally thousands of dollars more. They're going to make this absolutely free, where you can get it as quick as 60 days. And normally to get on that expedited track, you're looking at paying a lot of extra money. They've thrown this in, but again, that ends the end of June the 30th, 2023. To give you an example, the male applicant is $125,000. The male applicant and a spouse is $150,000, and this is on the discounted program. Male applicant, spouse, and 2 dependents is $170,000, and then each additional dependent under 18 is $10,000, and then each additional dependent over 18 is $25,000. Now, applications submitted under the LTO will benefit from the reduction of the minimum amount of contribution payable by applicants, and will also qualify, as I mentioned, for the accelerated application process, also called the AAP. The shortening of the processing time frame. The time frame it saves you is basically 30 days. Instead of being approved in 90 days, it's approved in 60 days. Doesn't cost you any extra money for this. Now, normally, again, that depends on the size of your family. If you wait till after June the 30th, you're looking at approximately, depending on the size of your family, it could be as much as 100,000 US dollars more just on the expedited part, not including the extra cost from the deal that they're offering from January the 1st, 2023, which is $25,000. That's a savings in itself. Now, Sustainable Growth Fund, from July the 1st, 2023 onwards, and this is going to be the rates if you don't get in on the lower rates that end June the 30th. For an applicant, it's going to run $150,000. Main applicant spouse is $175,000. Main applicant spouse and 2 dependents is $195,000 US. And then each additional dependent under 18 is $10,000. And then each additional dependent over 18 is $25,000. Now, let me go over the real estate option with you. I'll be honest with you, I like the real estate option better because your government fees are a lot less. So your money's invested. And I'll tell you something too. The properties have done extremely well here in St. Kitts. Depends, of course, on what you pay for it. That's a lot. When you bought it, what you paid for it. There's several factors you got to look into that. Now, from January the 1st of 2023 onwards, only approved developments will be eligible for the real estate investment option under the CBI program. Now, the minimum real estate investment required by law is $200,000, resellable after 7 years. Now, this is kind of misleading because I don't know why they have not changed the website. That $200,000 is only for fractional units. That is not a full unit you own. If you get a full unit, it's still going to be $400,000. They don't put that in the website. I don't know why they don't do that, but that's the way it works. So you're going to have to know that, because if you buy a full unit, it's $200,000. They won't accept it. Okay, to get citizenship. Now, upon submission of an application, non-refundable due diligence fees must also be paid. In addition to these fees, real estate buyers should be aware of purchase costs, which is mainly compulsory insurance, fund contributions, and conveyance fees. Of course, those fees depends on what you pay for the unit. Now, the private sale option, this is a different program. These are homes these people have to get these approved. The seller has to get them approved. Now, the way it works is the private home investment option will be retained as a permanent investment option on the Citizenship by Investment program, with a minimum investment per application is $400,000, and it has to go in a single primary home dwelling. It's got to be approved as a private home. Now, 2 or more main applicants may apply for Citizenship by Investment together by purchasing one piece of real estate, provided each applicant contributes the minimum investment of $400,000 US. Now, the full purchase price will be placed in an irrevocable escrow account. Owners of any properties previously designated as an approved private home will have a 45-day window to reapply to keep their status as an approved private home upon the coming into effect of the new Citizenship by Investment regulations. Now, owners of such properties are required to apply to the Board of Governors of the CIU to have their properties or designated as approved private homes. Now, there states something they've got in here, but they did make some changes on it. Approved private home is subject to the following restrictions: it can't be resold for 7 years. All right, that got changed. They had a revision on that. Now, also, they had put it previously, it can't be resold to any other Citizenship by Investment applicant. That did get changed. Just that the buyer, when he sells it himself, he has to get it approved for citizenship. It's a real due to actually get that approved. But originally they said you couldn't do it. Now they changed that. That was in the new February guidelines that came out. But it cannot be converted into apartments or condominiums. That has stuck. They have not changed anything on that. There is what's called a public good investment option. I'm not going to really go over that. That's another donation option. I'm really confused why the government came out with this, because it's a donation option. You actually have to pay more than the $125,000, and it's $175,000. Why in the world would someone contribute $175,000 when you can contribute $125,000? Different entrepreneurs that came up with their own idea, and then what happens is it's for the benefit of the society in St. Kitts. It's just for different programs, but the amount's higher. It's a lot higher, and I don't understand why they didn't keep this the same cost as the regular Sustainable Growth Fund option. It blows my mind why that happened. But anyway, if you go in this option, it is a lot higher, so I don't even know why anybody would go in this, okay? The reason I'm showing you this is, again, the rates are going up in about 2 months. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. You need to get this paperwork started early, because you cannot get this stuff done. Some of this you're going to have to depend on other departments to get it in. Okay, so it's not just you trying to get all your stuff together. You've got to depend on other factors to get that paperwork in, which can slow everything up. And if you're thinking about doing this, I'm telling you, you're looking at literally thousands and thousands of dollars more by waiting and not getting on this early. If you want to know more on this, again, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. We've got just under 900 videos there, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.